Let's play some Rocket League. Get up and get loud. It's game day.
What better series to wake us all up than Gentlemates versus Team Vitality? It's going to be a stunning best of 7. And game 1 is brought to you by Progressive.
Gentlemates definitely the favourites for the people on the desk at the moment, but Vitality pipping out for the chat vote. I'm on the side of Gentlemates here, I think. I do think that their performance during our most recent LAN in the Coup de France it ended up going their way, despite the fact, Cole, they ended up going even in that event.
Yeah, so in the online qualifiers, Team Vitality beat Gentlemates and Gentlemates beat Team Vitality, both in best of 5s. I'm sure that Gentlemates fans would have been happier when that tournament came to its end, when we saw Archie, Nas and Oski raise their first trophy together in the famous pink of Gentlemates. But so far, it's had a pretty decent start here, got some control in front of the Team Vitality half, and we've already seen a stunning series today, Stumpy. This one, can it top it?
I hope so, because we've got absolute pedigree. Oski denting the top right for his first shot of the game. And when you look towards how Gentlemates have approached this season, the pickup of Archie is absolutely incredible. What a miraculous turnaround he has had, especially during the end of last season, to then join a surging ex-NIP squad in Nas and Oski.
Yeah, both personally for Archie, he is stepping up and up, and he's having to do some defense early on. He's not able to do it. It's 1-0 Vitality.
It's a brilliant play for Exotic too. Nobody challenges him for the longest time. Oski and Nas both completely without boost, and Sizzy, the VIT newcomer, ends up getting his.
I mean, you mentioned that Archie's stocks are on the way up, and Exotic has really been struggling pretty much for an entire season now. Team Vitality need this man, a former World's MVP, to come to life and do it soon. That early start for him in this one could be a huge moment, because all he needs, a little bit of form, a little bit of confidence, and it changes players.
I mean, something we spoke about on the desk earlier on is that, like, you look towards the team and you think, okay, Monkey Moon's gone. Maybe was he the problem last time? When he then leaves and then becomes one of the kings of MENA, you have to then look internally at Vitality. And right now we're seeing Vitality start to really show that they might just have that pedigree being brought back to them. That's a pitch straight on target. Stizzy called into action, and I don't think he expected it.
Gentlemates having more of the pressure, but so far Team Vitality having the lead and having the more incisive final plays. But Nas is coming forwards, the true mechanical superstar of this Gentlemates roster. Oski's not too far behind, and he shows his own creativity.
The man is large and very much in charge. A lovely touch, takes it low below the man, and Stizzy, he thinks it may well bounce up. Oski keeps it low. Gentlemates to bring it level with a solo play.
Sorry, but let's not do the Zuch thing here, okay? Jamaican Coconut is here, and I am going to tell him off for making that a thing.
Zuch is good.
It's awful. Let us know in the comments what you think, or in the chat. Anyway, here's Nas. Oski's below him. Oski trying to get involved in the game as well. Gentlemates last season, when they were in Insulin Pyjamas, they swung based on how Oski would play, how he was involved, how much he was feeling it. Nas was consistent. Nas is always capable of the spectacular. Almost got that one in as well. And you don't want to get Zen this much time up against Oski, but it's good defending.
Yeah, something that I think Gentlemates will really need to keep an eye on is how much time are they giving Vitality in the air. We saw that's how that first play ended up happening with Exotic. Both Nas and Oski couldn't get to the ball. They gave him all the time in the world. Exotic again does manage to do a near half-court carry, and Oski's the only man to it. Stizzy breaks the ball away from Archie, bumped himself a shot on and 2. Called in on defense for the mates.
Yeah, but since conceding, Team Vitality have been the much better team. So much pressure up against Gentlemates, the ball being camped in this blue half of the pitch. Oski's got no boost, so wisely lets it bounce, but then didn't get the next touch. I thought he'd try a catch there. Wasn't ideal from him. It falls towards Nas. Team Vitality looking to continue in the ascendancy here. Zen almost squeezes that one in.
It's a bit of a dodgy play, and it's a nice bump from Oski behind. Trying to get Stizzy out of the way. Jump up has this ball full central. The first one to it will be Zen. We're seeing Gentlemates leave the ball a couple of times here. Vitality, they're starting to take control when they have the opportunity to, and mates really do need to be sure that they don't give too much space to the Frenchies.
Yeah, it's surprising to see Gentlemates defending so passively. When they won the Coupe de France, it was because they were in opponents' faces. They were playing on the front foot. This seems to be a more generally defensive performance from them so far, but only is game 1, of course. in a best of 7, and they're still very much in it. But here comes Stizzy, gets it over Oski. Is anyone left in goal? It's Oski again. He was left isolated and he can do nothing.
And it's Stizzy again as well. He gets one touch to tackle Nas. Oski jumps, wants to go for it, sees that Stizzy's already there. And speed flip all you like, son. You are not getting back. You are too far forward position and you did not commit when you needed to. Caught between two minds and Gentlemates suffer.
New man Stizzy, you like him for Team Vitality?
Very much so. I think, although I was saying obviously earlier on, the Monkey Moon, he's done his own thing and is thriving over there, I think he is the pickup of the season. I am extremely excited to see how he does. It's the hectic, mechanical, you know, exciting nature that we're seeing coming from Vitality.
Yeah, Spanish by name and has that Spanish pace as well that we expect from these flair players. Here he is, tracking Oski's touch. Sorry, Nas's touch. Archie clears along. Gentlemates need more than that, though. Booming into the Vitality hub, but that's a better dunk there from Archie. Exotic misses out of the ball towards Nas. Anyone coming up? It's Oski. Another clean touch for Gentlemates. Archie with the finish.
What? That was completely open. And was it Nas who took that first shot /
It was Archie first.
Archie
of all players.
Archie first, completely flubs it, didn't really have the boost maybe, and then Nas on an open net ends up sending it out for a throw-in.
Disappointing from Gentlemates, but they have to keep on going. 30 left now. Oski gets over the defense, nearly forces it home. Nas has got no angle, tries to squeeze it in, and that bump from Archie shows why he's in this team.
It took them 20 more seconds than they would have liked, but a full team effort. Nas can side flip, and Archie, the lovely position, comes from inside the net and goes for an in and out and hits the man instead of a ball. Great play. Gentlemates do recover from their earlier mistrials.
Oski got a bump as well on the other player, so all Gentlemates players involved there to get that one home by hook or by crook. Here's Nas. Suddenly, Team Vitality living under the edge. It's going to be Stizzy putting that one over the top. Archie's following up, steals the boost as well. Real chance for Gentlemates to win this one in regulation. Stizzy sends it high. And then Exotic can clear long. And there's the big clearance. That's what Team Vitality needed.
And then it ends up falling to Arch on that right wall. He can't get to it before Zen does. Stizzy, the second little skim, goes back midfield, but the ground first. Game 1, OT.
Huge overtime. Both teams will feel like this is one that they can snatch. Team Vitality have had more of the share. Gentlemates in the end have had the bigger moments and had that last 17 seconds dramatic bump against Team Vitality. That's around the corner, lets it bounce, wants to get in there, tries to tuck it home, isn't quite capable of it.
We're seeing Gentlemates try to control the flow of this game, and that was another example from Nas. Here's Vitality, though. They do get a demo. They're going to be opening things up high above the backboard of Gentlemates, finally cleared. And yeah, the pace is being controlled right now by Gentlemates. Vitality aren't really falling for it on every occasion, and I think Gentlemates would love to have more control over this situation. But that's certainly the place that they're going for. We're seeing them leave the ball, go for slower plays here. Nas gets it round 1. The reset is secured. Drops it low. It's a 50, and Archie waits to poach.
He missed an opportunity earlier, but no such luck for Team Vitality this time. Nas threads the needle over Zen, past Exotic, onto Archie's head, who smacks it home. Yeah, so good stuff there from Gentlemates. Not them at their best just yet still, though.
I think both teams got room to grow into, but I mean, I would say we're at like 90%, 85%, extremely happy. I think if you are realistically either team, an overtime, not one to be too upset about. But it's immediately Gentlemates on that push. And you've just seen Zen that time, diving in front of Exotic. Where's that trust?
Yeah, I mean...
Stizzy, sorry.
For the oh, that's not nice at all. You do not want to see that. I mean, in general, Stumpy, talk to me at the moment about your thoughts on Team Vitality's mental state if they drop a game, if they lose an overtime.
I think that Zen is one of those players, and I absolutely love him for it. He wears his heart on his sleeve. If he's feeling an emotion, he's going to let you know it. And that is absolutely brilliant. And I think that Vitality, I'd be very frustrated to be a player of Zen's caliber who is making errors ultimately, and who has got a team in Exotic who I don't want to keep ragging on him, but there are multiple problems that we have seen for a long time. And when you start to not trust your teammate, it becomes a lot harder. And we're seeing that trust be a massive fourth player that Gentlemates have got and Vitality do not.
Yeah, Gentlemates are the epitome of themselves. Team Vitality at the moment, not so much. Oski bounced on the backboard there. The series of Gentlemates can continue to squeeze down on Team Vitality. We have seen this team, in general, as an org, fade away over the last year or so, and that's great play from Oski as well. Every time Team Vitality are diving in, Gentlemates are taking the ball away from them. Exotic has to help out Stizzy there. It's good defending from the Frenchman, but again, Team Vitality getting away with it.
Yeah, it's lovely play though in the end, as now we see a double commit. Archie, he gets a shot, Nas gets credited with the goal, and it was this cut across, and then both players go. Archie does touch it. Nas is already up for the pre-jump before Archie, and he could just squeeze it home as it was saved. 2-0 to the mates.
And what a decision from Archie to cut across as well. He would have had a sense that Team Vitality completely boosted off. They couldn't jump, they couldn't attack the ball. Archie could pick his spot. And then, yeah, as you mentioned, Stumpy, via Nas's helpful touch. Another giggly goal. That seems to be the meta for them at the moment. 2 to the good. Seeing some daylight now against Team Vitality. Stizzy has to turn into this one, but he has pretty much no boost. And that's great play again from Nas, waiting for Stizzy to roll the ball to him. Thank you very much. I'll launch the next attack. Almost 3 if Oski could have got in there.
Vitality, we need to see how they do end up recovering from this, and Exotic is on the end of a pass, going straight from Zen. It's Archie with a loose ball that goes nowhere. Thought the bump might work, it didn't. Beautiful skim, right on target. Nas not fast enough. And Exotic, right place, right time. Good positioning from him to get Vitality's first.
And it's a complete switch around to how the first game started, where Team Vitality had most of the pressure at the beginning. This time it's Gentlemates. They've been asking all the questions. Team Vitality have conceded their couple. But just that one counter-attack goal puts Team Vitality right back in it. That's a good move from Archie, though. Can he follow it up? Exotic has to get a touch here and does. Archie punches it towards Nas, who was waiting. And Zen, thankfully for Vitality, has got plenty of boost. Bounces the ball, follows that up. Look at the mechs. Oski gets over the top of him. Nice play there from Stizzy. And as Zen tries to get a couple of bumps, Gentlemates get away with it. And that's good defending in the end from them.
We're seeing the third man, or rather the first man, almost becoming the third man a lot of the time for Gentlemates. It's a lovely bump into carry. Zen can get a goal from it, but Gentlemates, to me at the moment, they're having this like first man immediately go away from the ball and just go straight for man. It's a very aggressive play style. Vitality, they'd do well to counter it by just sitting back, avoiding that bump, and that's how they got the first goal.
Yeah, avoiding the bump is key, and that's a great touch as well. Stizzy surely has to score, but it bounced slightly too far away. He's in though. It looked like the chance had gone, but look at this maneuverability from Stizzy to get something on it.
He would have loved a bit more power, but the save going into the post lands nicely for Zen. In the end, halfway through the game, we've had 4 goals, 2 apiece.
I mean, I basically fed you a line questioning Vitality's mental state. They've proven me wrong.
Yeah.
2 goals down, it seemed like Gentlemates are gonna just pull away from Team Vitality, take away from everything that is Vitality. Instead, Vitality right back in this one, showing the heart that they've been missing at times.
Good bumper in the end. Zen can take control of it over the top of Oski. He now can get a dunk, goes central, but Archie with the second touch can keep it away. That back corner sees Nas with a lot of space and time. Sends it high to the left. Archie would love that to go a little bit more forward. He can get the early dodge to send it into the corner. And that was some nice trust. Exotic cuts across, knows that he has the better angle. A pass down. It's on central. Nas wants to go for one. He wants to go for that first touch. Doesn't really care where it goes. Now we're seeing some back and forth really start to develop, but Stizzy attempts it central till Nas gets in the way.
Yeah, nice decision, Nas and Gentlemates. Despite conceding these couple of goals, they're still making good choices defensively, but that's a lovely pass towards Exotic. Actually, no, Stizzy continues to go himself, and suddenly it is Exotic that's left all alone, completely isolated, and Nas has got the mechs to get through him.
He puts the ball in a shopping bag and puts it in his cupboards. What a lovely play. He just carries it. Nothing special. Stays behind. Exotic thinks he's going for the flip reset. Has to cover that.
Archie, though, he was completely bullying Zen. Just in the goal line, you see Archie prodding Zen, prodding Zen again. Zen can't escape Archie. He's going to be in his nightmares, especially if Gentlemates win this series. But that's better again from Team Vitality, showing some bottle.
It's the immediate response that we're seeing from Vitality. They've not got the front foot, but they have got the second one. Exotic means to rather makes it so that Archie can't jump straight away. He gets in his flight path. And Stizzy, if he keeps it high, puts it in the corner, it'll be a goal. And that is what he's a specialist at. A minute 15, and with 6 goals in total, 3 apiece. We're seeing this series really develop into a banger.
Yeah, shaping into an absolute worldie as this game, and this is what we want to see. Something slightly haphazard defensively between these two. A little bit of fun for us all watching on. It's getting late over here. We need to see this. It's a good play from Team Vitality again. Zen gets this read in the corner. Exotic trying to go for a bump, but Nas escapes, and Exotic does get his bump on the wrong player.
Under a minute with an unfortunate pinch of vitality, unless Exotic fancies a Psycho. Instead, he catches, takes it to the back. Everybody in rank there, by the way, says Psycho, and then absolutely does not get it.
Even if you're not on comms, you still go Psycho as you go for that one, and then probably own goal it.
Yep. Archie, his own backboard, attempts a Diaz. Instead, the ball flies a little bit too far away from him. First man to it will be Stizzy. And in the end, challenging versus Oski to keep it very neutral. A quick nip in from Oski. And we're seeing now Vitality really go for these bumps. They're starting to pay off.
Yeah, playing Gentlemates at their own game, and once again, we are late in the territory of this one. 12 seconds left. Archie, nice doink, but Zen reads it, goes to the ceiling. Underneath Oski, you can't let the ball go under you. This is real danger here for Gentlemates. Team Vitality pushing all the way to the end. Exotic has to head back to get some boost. As he slows it down, that's a good charge down from Nas and a teammate. Exotic has to make sure nothing silly happens, and does well. It's overtime.
Second one in a row. First one taken by the mates. The kickoff strike is nice from Archie. Does get Stizzy on his way through. Zen pre-jumps, makes contact, and Oski has to stay grounded, waiting to see what he can do with it. That one's going to bounce back, and Archie, wonderful positioning from him again.
Stizzy up against Archie. This one into the centre. Nas over the top nearly of Zen. Not the perfect touch there from Nas, and Zen's touch is good enough, but lets Exotic push it towards the goal. It's cleared wide. A better start to the overtime for Team Vitality, but Gentlemates have a bit of the ascendancy here. Oski can't get the next touch, but he does get a lot of territory for his team. Lovely fake. The synergy that Gentlemates show. So much more than the sum of their parts. Even now, here's a chance for Oski. Safe for now. Archie to the backboard. Anyone following up? It's Nurse! Saved by Zen, and got it to safety as well.
Over and over. That was Gentlemates' chance to score. They just went for too many alley-oops. The backboard had a lot of action, and the goalmouth had none.
Archie, though, could finish it again. Zen pushes it wide. Good, solid clearance. Zen gets the 50. Oski still lands near the ball. Bit of chaos of the demo. Archie in the corner. Stizzy in front of him. Gets it in front of the goal again for Team Vitality. Archie just constantly in charge of these situations, but it does end up back in Oski's grasp in safety.
Little reset from Oski, but with nobody really helping out, that ball is going to fall back into the property of Vitality.
Oh!
A block, Zen's fast, he's on target as well, and Archie has to do well to cut across net to keep it away. Oski with another full core carry. Very awkward touch, and Stizzy comes to be a saviour.
Yeah, Stizzy did great work there, because that was a tough one from Exotic onto the ceiling. Again, the ceiling plays are too powerful, nearly. Zen, and what Zen is doing so well at the moment, not just saving it, clearing it somewhere where Gentlemates are.
Is keeping it away in nice positions, and he's also not jumping too early, so no matter where that ball goes, he can probably react. There's not many places Zen can't get to in the net based on where he positions. Lovely play over the top. A huge clear from Zen again.
Yeah, but Exotic did enough to force that ball high. He had about 12 boosts. He used all of them there. Zen maybe should have left that one for Exotic. But you can see why Team Vitality is starting to get a little bit jumpy defensively. Gentlemates continuing to squeeze the life out of them. These touches, like this one from Stizzy, ever so important. Vitality have to get the ball back into the blue. Stizzy up against Nas, needs this 50 and gets it. Maybe this is the time that Team Vitality can start to come forward. Zen loses out on that 50 though, and Archie's wondering what to do.
It's very neat play from Vitality so far. A little bit of Rocket League by the numbers. They've not necessarily gone for anything too crazy, unlike Gentlemates. It's worked, they've had the exact same scoreline. It's just that different tactic. A long clear will alleviate some pressure momentarily. Then into the corner and again to the ceiling. He can then get the second touch, maybe a bit too much on that for Stizzy. It would have been nice if any contact was made.
Yeah, Vitality at their absolute best. They call that pre-jump, and Stizzy is already onto that one, but instead Zen cleared, then Stizzy jumped. By then it was too late, and now we have the Gentlemates counter. Archie is up, he goes to the ceiling. Zen follows it up. Anyone following up for Zen from Team Vitality? No one is. Another shot. Top corner saved by Zen. How is he getting every single one? How is it always him?
I mean, Nats has 7, 8 shots now. And Zen, I need to see his save numbers. It is outrageous. He has been there every single time. His teammates have been supporting him in that, because wherever he puts it, they are there to follow up from his great clears. Held on to the reset there, or rather the lack of dodge from the ceiling. Archie not quite getting the second, and Oski, he just dives in there, wants to make a scrapyard. It's awkward. Nas is there, saved by Zen.
Again, Exotic towards Stizzy. Can he get this redirect? Not quite. Oski pushes it towards Nas. Archie's already up. Lovely play from him. Keeps it below the ceiling so he can follow it up himself. Exotic, fantastic read. Pushing that one to the side. Team Vitality continuing to survive. The overtime has belonged entirely to Gentlemates, but still they cannot score.
I mean, it's been 4 minutes of OT. 9 shots for Nas on his own, and they cannot break this line. Chance to go central here for Oski. 1-2, Nas wanted a little bit less power on it. His wish was not granted. Archie central, but Zen gets in the way. And it is a real battle of defensive and offensive titans.
But Zen's got some time. Oh my goodness, he goes for the flip into the reset, and then the musty exotic follows it up, nearly there. Huge demo from Nas. Nas, he wants to just watch this one in, and Oski gets it. Just when Team Vitality have a chance.
Zen's a little bit more support, I would argue. You can, you know, defend your life away. You get 1,200 points, but if you don't get one more goal than the opponents, you're not walking away with a dub.
Game 3, and Team Vitality, you sense, really need this one, and they don't.
Nightmare start.
Only goal for the Gentlemates after your timeout. All that momentum gone.
A complete lack of respect there from Oski. Full dives on Zen from the backboard, rushes him down. Archie, brilliant positioning. Goal 1 in 6 seconds.
Maybe it was so early that it won't affect Team Vitality too much, but for Gentlemates, you know, they will know that Team Vitality have used their joker, they've used their trump card. Sizzy needs to get this one. He and Exotic were both involved. Instant response.
And again, this is what happened in the last game. That, you know, we see Gentlemates get a goal, and then immediately Vitality respond. They just can't get the first goal themselves. 10 seconds later, and Gentlemates, they suffer one against them.
We know the Gentlemates, though, they love their kickoff plays. They let that one roll through to Nas. In his own corner, no momentum, no pace on his car. Has to do it all, dig out a play. Does very well. Oski can shoot here. Stizzy gets the save. Wasn't trusted by Zen. Now, Zen, you're having a great series. You have to trust your teammates when the ball is going to hit them on the goal line. Ooh, Stizzy!
Stizzy's crept forward. He's very lucky the power's not there, but in the end, Nas shoots, hits the crossbar on Vitality. They get away with murder.
That was awkward to be democratic about it, but Stizzy, fair enough. You know, he lives and he dies by those creative moments, but oh my.
He didn't back Oski to continue, and we're on Oski's cam, so we can see the entire time. He goes up, loses it, and then immediately boosts down. Stizzy doesn't jump, he doesn't block, leaves the goal completely open.
You just can't expect you have that much time against Gentlemates when they're playing like this, when they have this much confidence. At this level of Rocket League, you have to jump when the ball is in your blind spot. Stizzy utterly punished. Here's Nas, wants to get the bump. Does he know he wants the pass instead? Oski's steaming in. One more for Gentlemates might make this one unassailable to Team Vitality. You're just getting that sense that the mates finally are running away with the series. Team Vitality doing everything they can just to stay in the game because they are stealing goals.
It's still only one, though. I don't think it's necessarily to that point. I think that it comes down to, can Vitality just actually get the edge here? So far, they've not got the edge. They've had the answer to some questions, but they've not put forward any questions themselves necessarily. I'd love to see Vitality really wrestle back some of this control. It's Stizzy with a loose touch. It does to one at the end. It's a low block, and Exotic can get away with being bumped there as he just flies straight into the goal. Oski fakes it low. It's on target. And a diving Stizzy can clear it off the goal line.
Yeah, but these last-second diving saves from Team Vitality,
no trust.
pinching it nowhere, not trusting each other at all. They are just pinned back on their own goal line. Gentlemates aren't overcommitting either, making nothing easy for them. Nas takes the speed off the ball to try and let it out. There's a big demo.
Great demo.
It's an entire response. That's what happened in game 2. And now Gentlemates can see how it feels.
You see Gentlemates there get a little bit ahead of themselves, and that demo from Zen absolutely breaks down the final wall. The Vitality to break through. That's the kind of answer that I want to be seeing. That intention is what gives the Bees their sting.
Yeah, Team Vitality copying and pasting from the Gentlemates playbook right there. And now they've won the kickoff. Exotic gets it towards the Gentlemates goal, gets a huge dunk. Anybody following up? It's Stizzy to the ceiling, prods it towards the goal line, nearly there for Team Vitality. Great turnaround, but Gentlemates can counter. We've seen this so many times this series. This time, Exotic sits deeper, and it allows them to come forward again via Stizzy, cleared by Archie. Exotic catches with boost.
It's an extended period of pressure here as Vitality do challenge a good few times. That one's central. Archie had a chance. That bounces incredibly low. I thought it might roll. Archie back central. The 1-2 is successful. And the Taka gives a goal to the mates.
Oski knew exactly what his opponents were doing here, and it's Zen as well. A massive dunk. A mammoth block from the largest player on the pitch, both in real life and in his car avatar right there. Fake kickoff there from Team Vitality, falls to a 50-50. Zen gets the next touch against Oski. Oski's got no boost, has to leave this one. Another just goal fiesta in this one.
Yeah. So far, though, it's still only one. That's the horrible thing for Vitality. It's been only one every single time. Stizzy can't read that touch, it does bounce high. Archie then bumped out the way. Vitality do not want to suffer another counter-attack.
I think Team Vitality have mixed up their playstyle a little bit. Exotic seems to be sitting much deeper in general. Zen and Stizzy chasing, and that is meaning that when Zen does run out of puff, or when Stizzy does make, a mechanical error, Exotic is back, and that seems to be working to an extent. The question is, can Team Vitality know when to change it, when to go right back up and really attack them? Plenty of time left for now.
They need that bit more bite. That's what's missing, and that play from Nastor, though, is beautiful. Fakes going for the pass central. And he can then accelerate the ball off the Vitality player up the wall. It was lovely from him. Stizzy with a solo play. No one to channel for a second as Zen is harassing that back line. Zen has clearly got a job there. The Wifty has the ball fall into the 6-yard box, but cleared away from the mates. 1 minute 14 onto the backboard from Nas, intercepted by Zen.
Yeah, Zen again though, he and Stizzy, the two of them both could have gone for that. Didn't really sense that there was a call. Again, Zen and Stizzy talk to each other, lads. My goodness, stop both going for the same one. You can't keep letting Gentlemates in. You can't keep letting them have the chance to get these bumps. They will punish you.
Stizzy turns away from the ball. Zen nice and high. Again, no one challenging for a second and attempts the bomb. It's one shot and it's one save. Nas can keep it away. Sis now retreating, wants this back boost, then to do it all himself. Nas wants to dunk him just like Oski did to Zen earlier on. The full court carry is well and truly on.
Oh, nearly there. Archie to the side. Exotic is in there. This is when Exotic can come forward with some boost, but his touch is weak. Zen, though, the ball falls to him. To the backboard with him. Is it going to fall down? Anybody following up? Stizzy knows that he can't. Exotic is waiting.
But that's where you want them to follow up. You know it's going to be a straight up and down. They couldn't just dive in. They should have done. Central from Zen. Low from Exotic. Final 15 in game 3. Gentlemates lead.
And Oski's done enough at least for now. And he's read Stizzy's touch. That's good play from him. Steals away a few more seconds. Great touch from Zen. It has to be now from the Magician. Here he goes. He leaves it for Exotic! And that's the man they want to rise!
The bee has its sting back, and it is straight into the back of Archie. Vitality wrestle it back to level with 5 seconds. Kickoff strat so far in favour of Vitality. It's going to be a double fake kickoff. Archie then suddenly has the ball, doesn't know what to do with it, so alleviates it over towards Nas on the left-hand side. Fakes it, goes low, wants it to hit the ground. Archie leaves. OT. Game 3 for the 3rd time in a row.
Default kickoff, surely. Yeah, they're just going to go into this one. They both just want to play some Rocket League. Stizzy beats Oski. Great start from Team Vitality. Nas is in, though. What can the Maestro conjure up against Team Vitality? Here's Archie. The ball's gone over him this time. For once, he misjudges it. And Oski has to use all his boost just to get the ball to safety.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a safety play from Oski. Just go for it straight away. He can't fake it as Archie does miss. Oski then to follow. Wants the 50, does get it. Falling straight towards Nas, midfield, and Oski has done a fantastic job of cutting in over and over again. That one, though, it's open and it's a fake, but somehow, somewhere, Oski reads it. Full court, shoots on target. Zen, the defender for Vitality, keeps it level.
Boomer ball commences. All these players want to be as safe as possible. What a save that was as well from Oski. But that was going to go over Exotic, is it? No, Exotic does get back.
Just about, can get that back corner boost. Nas has time, he's going to reset towards the wall, gets another 100. He has been magical so far, and Exotic, he reveals the trick.
Yeah, hello Exotic, I like what I'm seeing from you, charging down Gentlemates quickly. Team Vitality showing the Blues no respect, but now they're all coming forwards. Team Vitality have to hold their nerve here because there's going to be dunks, there's going to be challenges. They have to win this race, and they do.
This looks exactly like that Game 2 overtime. It was over and over and over again. The Gentlemates were attacking. Up nice and high for Exotic. Onto the second, a little bit too slow. Archie can dive in there. The immediate shot from Oski and Zen to log another save. That's 5 for him.
They'll keep on coming. We might have a few more minutes of this overtime if Game 2 is anything to go by. Oski into the center. Stizzy misses it. Zen's all by himself. The flip reset is helped out by Exotic. He is. And that's a good double commit. That is a good time to do it because they have maximized their target of approach. And Team Vitality this time decide when to strike correctly.
That's extremely brave from Nas and quite frankly reckless from him. He knows better than to challenge there.
Overtime, won by Gentlemates. Finally, when Team Vitality are the ones who are starting to attack. And then that one is Vitality that get the late equalizer and then win the overtime. So, every single game, each team can make a sob story about, oh man, we should have had that one. So I don't really know which of these two teams is the one who's feeling better right now.
And it's also been, as we've said, 3 overtimes in a row, and all decent length overtimes too, so they've been hard fought and well won. Gentlemates so far have just had that little bit more success over Vitality. Again, a full carry from Zen. Gets as far as Stizzy in the corner, who can then sees Exotic, fakes out actually. Exotic giving the ball back over towards Gentlemates. Now we see how Gentlemates handle losing a game versus Vitality. In the coup de France earlier, we were saying that they went 1-on-1. Neither team pipping the post over the other one convincingly. It's a long pass. Oski finds Archie, ends up missing. Do we see this series slow down at all?
Not so far. And so far it's Gentlemates as well, the ones that are having all the control of the ball, which is exactly what they need to do. But now it's Team Vitality that are getting dunks. And something I noticed towards the end of that last game, Exotic is in his opponent's faces so much more. He is getting a huge amount of dunks, and I don't think Gentlemates are expecting it. They're not quite reading it just yet. And their download of Vitality after the tactical timeout has been completely ripped up.
Which is kind of crazy, because we were saying also earlier in that game that Exotic was sitting back a little bit more, letting Zen and Stizzy go for the more aggressive plays. So he then ended up changing when going into the overtime, and maybe that just threw off Mates.
I don't even think it's a change. I think Exotic is sitting back, and every now and then he's like, now I go. And that's what Gentlemates is struggling to read.
And Zen, he rips a shot on target. It's a great save from Archie. I don't know how he got to it. It was very quick. There's a multiple chance here for Vitality. They've got some pressure. They've got a fake. Oski lets it go through his legs and gives Archie a chance on net.
Nice catch from Nas. Oh, that demo. Just when it was seeming like Archie was about to pull the trigger, he was pulled away, forced back to his own half. I'll have to go again. That touch is as far as Zen, who goes to the ceiling, gets the reset. Can he backflip towards this one? Nearly. I think we're about to see something special there. Nas stops. I don't even know who it was. Someone from Team Vitality launching the next attack. Zen in the 50-50. That's a better dunk again there from Team Vitality. The challenge game is now going all their own way. But a more nervy game here. It was Gentlemates that were having the plays of it earlier, but
good bump.
No true chances.
There's a bump in the air as Archie gets sent away from the ball. Nas then fakes it out, calls Exotic into question. He does not have the answer for him. Halfway through, a 0-0. Last time he had about 7 goals by this point. Lovely play from Stizzy with a reset onto the ceiling, and Exotic pushed a little bit too far forward to take advantage of the dunk.
Stizzy should win this ball. He does. Wanted to get as much bounce on it as possible because Exotic was lingering, but the ball wasn't going to go forward. That's a beautiful touch. Great pace there from Exotic. Archie clears away, but again, another sign, and here comes Zen. Surely sinks this big save from Oski. Fantastic read.
What a pre-jump from Zen! Out of nowhere. Can't sink the double. Oski does a great job. Clear it away. The full boost is in favour of Vitality here. It's a pinch on target.
Good touch.
Nas can clear it away. The Gentlemates, they are holding on by a string.
Yeah, this is Team Vitality at their very best, looking so much more fluid now after getting that game. Exotic a little bit slow there. Archie was able to get the next touch. Gentlemates have to get this ball away. Stizzy's done it.
No!
Oh my goodness.
I mean, Stizzy's just rotating back, and Archie, I think he just wants it to hit the wall. Doesn't even necessarily consider that Stizzy will be sending this into his own net. But just not even bad play by Stizzy, not great positioning, shouldn't be flipping there necessarily. You know where that ball's going, and on the kickoff it's 2.
And look at Stizzy as well, leaning back in his chair, eyes shut. He needs a fist bump from a teammate. You and I have critiqued sad fist bumps at times. This is when you need a sad fist bump.
I don't hate a sad fist bump, you do.
Oh, I thought that you weren't into it either.
No, I don't mind it.
Oh, sorry, I projected that you're not into it either.
How dare you? A minute 35. This one going again on target, but Stizzy will be there.
Psycho.
If only. And Gentlemates, all of a sudden, they have the biggest lead they've had all series.
Team Vitality have come back, though, the last time the Gentlemates had a 2-goal lead.
Oh, I felt that one coming, you know.
Yeah.
I felt a little plan B.
I actually thought about it, gave it a go. Now they're feeling confident again. Gentlemates' tails are up. They know that they had to ride a wave for this game. And one moment, one chaotic moment from Stizzy has completely landed Team Vitality in it once more. That's good pace there from Archie. Zen can't get dunked by Archie and doesn't. Vitality needs something instantly. Zen up against one of them. Here comes Exotic. Good finish. Again, Team Vitality fighting on.
Beautiful play there overall. It starts here. It's Zen to himself off the sidewall. Has no intention of shooting that. And a pixel perfect shot from Exotic will bring one back and half the deficit.
What we got from the kickoff this time? Stizzy with a little fake. Forces it out wide. Oski then leaves it for Archie. Exotic is being nibbled at by Nas. Stizzy can turn, though, here. How he'd love to get himself involved. How he'd love a big play to really make his name once more for Team Vitality after a couple of errors. Exotic has to let this one bounce. It's an awkward read, especially with Archie charging in. This is what Gentlemates need to do. Just keep the ball in the Team Vitality half.
One into the centre with Exotic getting the 50. Does fall to Zen. The speed of Vitality is really picking up here. Central from Stizzy. No one there except Archie, who can then carry on with the ball until Exotic has his way with it. Into the centre with Nas. It's multiple times here. Lots of really tricky touches and almost entirely in the corner. It's a low shot. It's an awkward touch, and it's 10 seconds left.
Yeah, Gentlemates will be happy that those were shots from Team Vitality rather than low 50s. Could have been more dangerous. Now they've got 3 seconds. The pass has to be a good one. Stizzy can only pump it forward. It's not going to be enough. Nas's 50 is a strong one. Oski fakes it out. And Gentlemates give themselves 3 chances.
Yeah.
They've been here before, you know. They've been 3-1 up, late stage in lands, and a best of 7, and they've won it. So what's this? This is just the RLCS. Hey, it's another day at the office.
I mean, whoever wins this, bear in mind, they are going to be going through into the kickoff gauntlet as well. They get the honour of playing against North America's finest for a spot at the Boston Major, and also a spot for one of their teams, the 5th seed in North America or Europe, to be going through.
And whoever wins this one will be facing Carmine Corp as well. So the French gauntlet will continue for either of these teams. At the moment, it's looking like Gentlemates. So we saw earlier, Stumpy, from Novo Esports, how quickly that pendulum can swing.
Yeah, that reverse sweep earlier versus Man City. It's quite something. Stizzy, though, on that sidewall, wants to make sure that he is something to be remembered in this series, and not just for that error that he had earlier. It's a great dunk from him, just wide of the net. And we see the Vitality pressure building again. I feel like Vitality, so far, they've been under pressure the entire game, and they've lost. They've been under, you know, full attack the entire game, and they've still lost. I don't really know where you go from there.
I mean, you have to use that as a way to praise Gentlemates as well. Their adaptability, they are able to be completely under the cosh, show tremendous fighting power, and still find ways to win. And that is something that Gentlemates have been doing increasingly as this team has continued to develop. And now maybe we're seeing them begin to learn, probably not even their final form, you know. Think how recently this team came together, just in the off-season. They are looking capable of going all the way. Yeah, and I thought for a second as well that would be... And the way this series is going, you wouldn't be too surprised.
I would be very upset if it was another own goal. From his own backboard, Nas does get bumped, so he has to stay low with it. A little bit of a dunk, but with low boost, Oski has to give the ball over towards Archie. Does a good job of doing so. Exotic, weak shot on target, but calls him into question. Gives that demo. This is all from that shot from Exotic. He sends the ball on target, has to make the save, gets the instant demo, pass central from Stizzy on this now fractured defense. Great all-round play, and Vitality, they lead.
They have been coming as well. Team Vitality have been the better team in this Game 5. They've looked stronger, they've looked more capable. Of course, that doesn't mean anything in this series because we've seen Team Vitality do that, and then Gentlemates steal a goal from somewhere, so they can't count anything just yet, especially the way Gentlemates are playing. Archie, as Exotic in his sights, great play from him again. Archie just continues to make the correct decision every single time he has the ball. Oski's gonna rush Stizzy as much as he can, but it's gonna fall towards Zen. 1v1. What can he do with it? It's the edgeable bump. It's like they're watching the 1v1 World Championships again.
I think it was that Oski couldn't get the ball, goes for the man, and then all that does is leave Archie in a 2-on-1 position. He can't do anything. You're against Zen there. Exotic can finish it. It's a good follow-up from him too to make sure that if Zen can't finish it, he will. And Vitality, the biggest lead they've had all series.
Funnily enough, in a 1v1, Archie would probably have scored because he recovered pretty quick for a 1v1. Sadly, in this game mode, there's somebody else following, and that's who gets the goal. Zen, perfect first touch as always. In the center, Exotic sweeping a path for him. The Gentlemates have to up the pace here. They've been slowed down, they've been pegged back, they've been taking it a little easy, but you can't give Oski that much time.
That's so clever. It's this initial one, so that slows down Stizzy, it draws him in, and then ends up going for one fake, and then the immediate drive through. No Zen's coming through for an angle, so if he can just position slightly to the right, where does that ball have to go? 45 degrees, straight over Zen's car into the net. Brilliant, brilliant, intelligent play there from Oski.
Nas leaves that one towards Exotic. Gentlemates will know now that Team Vitality will realize they cannot defend this entire game on their own goal line, because one lost 50-50, you're going to get punished. Gentlemates can continue to force that issue, to press that wound. Oski's already up, should win this one. No, it's actually won well by Team Vitality. Is that a pinch? Is that going on target? Nearly. Zen catches it, and he flicks it forwards. Nas has to be aware defensively. They're breaking through one after another, Team Vitality at the moment. Gentlemates continuing to live their life. I was going to smash the ceiling. Stizzy almost wins this race. Nas does it, though. Gentlemates have up their pace after going a couple behind.
It's fantastic aggression coming through from the mates here. Oh, sorry, from Vitality, rather. They are having a really great game there. It's a lovely touch from Nas. And gets rid of the man on the goal line. Can't get the ball on target, but it's a real statement of intent there. One reset into the second tap. Archie can't quite speed his way towards the ball.
Nas in the centre. 50-50 goes into the middle. Exotic has Nas tracking him. Team Vitality desperate to get this ball away. That pinch will really help. Oski, though, does have boost. Gentlemate still defending deep despite needing the goal. They want to come at this ball with 100 to play with. Archie has 100. Goes for the pinch, keeps it high as well. It's a great pass. But Zen's going to catch it. Zen could kill this game here. He had 2 Gentlemates players defending. Gentlemates still sitting so deep. They're not rushing into this one.
Yeah. With a minute left, though, they're going to have to consider rushing somewhat soon. Let's play around the outside. Nas, though, has the chain dash in lieu of having any boost. They've managed to do so very convincingly.
Oh!
Stizzy, a low musty, with a flick on target. Zen nips in. Beautiful play, entirely from the mouth of Stizzy Hicks. Look at the fake. Sends Archie to the shops.
Yeah, the floor musty, my favourite move, and then Zen from the tightest of angles. It's a similar dunk to the one that came in on him earlier. But Team Vitality, a couple of goals to the good, and I believe that is the first time Vitality have had a 2-goal lead this series.
They had it in this game earlier on. They were also 2-0 up.
Well,
but
regardless,
second time, same game. You know what? Call it evens.
Yeah. It's been a long day already, all right? Archie goes for an edge rumble up of his own. There's 2 Vitality players diving in there. That was pretty risky with 18 seconds left. It leaves so much space for the skim for Nas. He couldn't quite get it, but that was a real opportunity for a man of his quality.
When you like the ground musties, I love a sidewall skim.
You do.
This has been a real treat of a series. Final 5 seconds. We need a goal literally right here. It's a great fake. A touch on target, actually, from the Vitality defender. Keeps it away. Vitality, bring back one more.
Game number 6. Another journey to Neo Tokyo. Team Vitality well and truly in this one. Gentlemates have a chance to put themselves in Sunday's gauntlet. Which team launches forwards first? I've got a feeling we're going to see Gentlemates at full throttle here.
Yeah, I think you're going to need to. Neo Tokyo. Dreams have been made here, and they've also been absolutely shattered. Mostly for North American fans. Archie with a nice little dunk goes underneath the player. And I think we're going to be seeing, hopefully, that aggression follow through from Vitality as well. That's really set them apart. They've been bamboozling the Gentlemates defense with just their positioning at times. It has been so aggressive.
Lovely read there from Archie, though. Knew that Zen was going to try and go for a double on the side. It's already up here. Gentlemates, I'd say, have started this one a little bit better. Have a tad more control and a better read on Team Vitality. The unpredictability of Vitality seems to have disappeared for now, but that's a good touch there from Zen. Almost scrapes it across the goal line and follows it through. Exotic is in there. Couldn't quite make it. Gentlemates, clear long. Have to follow this one up, but it's Zen with a huge boom backwards. Gentlemates want control of this ball. They can't get it.
Play here from Stizzy. A musty on target! And the bump on the final defender. You don't get any of this power without this musty.
Oh, look at that as well, to the ceiling. Stizzy did so much work there. My eye was watching Zen the first time, so to my brain, Stizzy did a thing. Wasn't until I watched it back in slow motion that I went, hello. He's taken a clean touch, gone to the ceiling, and then mustied it as Zen got his bump. Beautiful from Vitality. Stizzy at his best.
And that's what I was saying at the start of the series. I love this pickup from Stizzy onto Vitality. The hectic, mechanical, excitable, energetic nature of this team is infectious, just high with that shot, but another demo opens up that weak Gentlemates back line.
I've got a feeling, though, that if Vitality do it again, Gentlemates are going to start looking for it. They have to expect a demo coming in. That is how you counter. You dodge the man going for the demo. Suddenly, they're a man down in defense. But Zen has the ball, no boost, so gets it towards Stizzy, who takes a touch. Suddenly, he's feeling hot. A man who made a grand finals of the Raleigh Major, a man who won an EU regional last season with Dignitas as they launched above Team Vitality. Archie, 50-50 with Stizzy. Wants to land on this ball, does, but it's going back towards his own goal. That might backfire. Zen takes a touch, Zen follows up, wants to get the bump. Good defending from Nas.
Oh, Nas there as well. He fakes going for it immediately. That's why I was saying, I didn't know if he was like a little bit middle. He didn't quite fully commit to any of the plays. In the end, he does. Forces them to make his decision, and that decision benefits Nas in the end. Nice boost pickup from Zen, cleared from Stizzy, does get dunked, central, just wide, actually just high of target, sorry. Zossi can shoot it. Now we're seeing Gentlemates need to get something on target. As I say that, Archie sends it into Rosette.
Archie, that is your job, my guy. Those opportunities, they come, you cannot snatch at them. He had a lot of goal to aim for. Shot it high. Have to keep on going now, Gentlemates. Oski to the ceiling with him. Exotic and Zen in front of him. Tries to get over Zen. Does get over Zen. Here comes Archie. Can't quite get that one. It's good defending from Exotic, who has stepped his game up massively as this series has gone on.
Nas wanted to slow down the game as he was doing earlier on. Oski with the near dish from the backboard. The rockets into the ceiling. Chance here. Nas can just get it just wide. Zen making contact to be sure. With one, Archie sees Ice Central, sees a demo as well. This is an absolute demolition derby for Nas.
Oh, and here comes Archie, following the fireworks display in Japan. There's the finish, and it's even more explosive.
Even if it didn't go in, Nas is there to steal the boost. He has neutralized Team Vitality. 1-1, a minute 46. And this series and the kickoff gauntlet on the line.
Archie gets the 100 boost, but Stizzy has control of it. Team Vitality now have to get back to their best because Gentlemates had all the play before their goal. You could see it coming from a mile away. Nas slows it down. Gentlemates, the decision-making when to do that has been spectacular this series. Archie goes to the ceiling, wants to get the dunk, but it's cleared wide.
Now approach that 90-second mark. Oski's on the ceiling, can get the dunk as well, who swipes across. That seems to be the real play for Gentlemates here. Come out of the blind spot, see what you can do. Oski keeping this ball very clearly in that orange half until Zen has anything to do with it.
Bounces into the center. Exotic almost bumped by Archie, but managed to escape his grasp as he races Oski here. That's the last man back, but he's got two Vitality players charging at him. This is the counter-attack I was talking about. Suddenly, Exotic was left all alone. No boost. Gentlemates can come forwards after avoiding those bumps.
Oski couldn't make contact on the pass coming in from Archie. Cena has to retreat back. A nice back pass onto the... No, I don't mind it. Depends on how Zen deals with this, and he does do well. Stizzy central. It's a beautiful touch. No one challenges for a second till Oski then dives in. Final 30. Both teams level.
Archie flicks it onwards. It might be going all the way in. It's off the crossbar. It has to be well read by Stizzy, and is. The challenge to the ceiling. Exotic. So little boost. Desperate for 100 to spawn. It won't happen. So Zen punches it towards Oski, who's coming forwards now. Stizzy up quick. Gets a couple of touches. Takes away the pressure.
He just had to wait there for a second. See what they can put forward. That one's going to be long, but Nas is there to deal with it. Final 10. A boost steal from Stizzy. He wants to neutralize the Gentlemates side now.
Nas in the corner. Stizzy's watching him all the way. The 50-50 towards Zen. He's got too much control to get the angle. So close.
Wow.
If anyone can get that, it's Zen. And there were sparks, man.
It wobbled.
It thought about it.
Another overtime. Vitality had the better on the previous game. Stizzy with a bump does get it. Archie wants to go long with this. Now Zen has to retreat as Oski sends it on target. Archie to redirect, just sends it wide. Nasty shoot. It's now open at the other side. Completely Exotic brings us to Game 7.
And Gentlemates will know they had opportunities there. And suddenly, the chilled attitude bubble is maybe burst.
Exotic really has shown up. And in game number 7, all 6 players will need to. Winner greets North America and decides who earns a spot to the Boston Major.
Who's going to get there? It's a long way to go ahead of that major. But the kickoff gauntlet on Sunday is beckoning. Neither of these teams will see themselves as also-rans. They are not here to make up the numbers. Both desperate to be France's #1 org. To get there, you got to win games like this one.
We're seeing the nerves. Gentlemate's defense there being a little bit wobbly. Nice 50 from Nas, but with no boost, he can't really catch up to this ball. Zen with nothing, ends up faking it completely and wastes the boost of Gentlemates. It's a great clear from Archie to alleviate just a bit of pressure.
Zen has 100 boost, clears it as far as he can, but Nas already had the read on that one. Oski beats then his opponent to the ball. Exotic. It's a good touch there from a Gentlemates player, but Stizzy read it fully. He's full of life now, Stizzy, after those mistakes a couple of games ago. Archie has to get control of this ball. I want to see Archie get a few clean shots in this one. Strong, powerful hits.
Nas just tries to take a pot shot, but Stizzy can quite clearly keep it away at the halfway line. Up nice and high, sees Zen give the ball over towards Gentlemates. And we're seeing that pressure that has been the story of the last 2 games from Vitality. Gentlemates has struggled to deal with it. Oh! And it's a dunk. Zen hits the post. Next man to it. Will be Sizzy.
It was a huge bump from Exotic. Zen's dunk there hit the post. Exotic realized he couldn't get the ball. Instantly, post jump, realized the bump was on. And that's what opened it up for Stizzy.
I mean, the plays from Vitality, they've involved every single player doing their part. As soon as one cog fails, the whole Vitality machine falls. So far, it has not been that way. It's been so impressive.
Yeah, great read there from Exotic. It seemed for a second that Gentlemates have passed their way out of trouble and into the Team Vitality goal, but that's a big demo for them from Oski. Wants to get a little redirect and tee up Nas. Instant response, there you go.
And it's Oski pushing down the pitch. One demo done, then the second hit. It just leaves Exotic on an island.
No boost.
He doesn't know what to do. He can't necessarily follow it with no boost either. Nas can follow 1-0.
So it's as you were. Team Vitality aren't going to have it easy. Gentlemates pushing them all the way. Gentlemates, remember, the winners of the Coupe de France in the off-season. They've won a LAN together, this 3. As Oski goes high. Follows it up, wants to get the dunk on Zen. It's going to fall here towards, I thought it was going to fall to a Team Vitality player cleanly, but Archie was having none of that. Gets it into the Vitality corner. Nas wants to get another bite of the ball. Isn't able to, and Zen can clear. Oski to Nas. So far, a few prods from Gentlemates in scoring. And that may well be the death knockout punch.
My goodness gracious. The fake first, the fake second, just plays his own game. 2 players from Vitality goes flying past, take a swing and knock themselves out in the process.
The change of pace, my favorite thing to see in pro-level Rocket League. You see all these booms, you see mechanical plays, but it's the little fake, the little juke that switches it all up. Stizzy gets a flip reset in the middle. Archie has no boost in as he leave it to a teammate. Knocks it into the center, and then Stizzy gets in Zen's way a little bit. Zen has to use a lot more boost there to do not very much. Still plenty of time for Vitality, and Gentlemates will not be feeling comfortable anywhere near just yet, as Zen clears that one as far as Archie. Clean touches here from Gentlemates.
We've seen these games be decided by 1 goal almost every single time, maybe every single time. And it's not necessarily the ones that are, you know, 1 goal leading at the halfway mark. It's only 1. It's the difference so far. Vitality will know they can bring 1 back. The full call carry from Zen goes into this 50 low. Oski can pinch it high and over the top of Stizzy.
Stizzy needs this boost to spawn, and it does. Archie's going for a pinch here. Oski was hoping it would roll in front of the goal, not quite. So Oski has to do a lot of work just to force this one into the left side. End-to-end stuff right now from the Gentlemates. They're getting clean touches on it. Team Vitality trying to keep it close. Zen and Exotic go for the same ball. They have to stop these double commits. That's better there, though, from Gentlemates. The fake towards Archie. To guide this one home, not quite able to. Not enough boost for Gentlemates in this attack.
100 seconds stands between Gentlemates and making that kickoff call. But Zen is there, gets the rebound from the sidewall. And it's the old faithful duo that are going to be continuing the play and continuing the story of Vitality.
Oh, he's had such a good series, so I'm struggling to question him. But Nas, he moved up too far forwards there, had to turn back around. Way too close to the ball, way too straight on towards it.
I mean, Exotic with the double touch made it almost that 50-50 land.
Zen with another edgeable bump. Stizzy almost gets in there. Exotic has an awkward angle, leaves it for Nas. Wants to go over the 100, it won't spawn. Nor for Nas. Archie's in. Archie shoots. Nearly! It was a tougher finish than earlier, but you'd expect him to sink that. Another chance maybe, but Zen wriggles away from a bump and makes a huge block.
I mean, it's Archie again, like you say, hard shot still, shoots high. Can't get on the end of that second play. And then ends up getting bumped by his teammate. 1 pinch below. Oski can continue. He follows. Wants to bump himself, but now only a minute remaining. This is going to come down to the wire.
Next goal may well take this one. It might be right now with that dunk from Exotic. It nearly fell to Zen. Stizzy keeps the attack going. Nas, as high as he can go with it. Can't follow it up at all, though. They has to alleviate control towards Zen, who still has 19 when he lands. That's into the center. Could be a chance for Gentlemates if they get control of it. Archie finds Nas and steals the boost. Now he's going for bumps. Exotic pre-jumping.
Oh,
he's going to find Archie!
Redemption for the man that missed it earlier on. He makes his way central and he toe punts it top bins. 30 seconds. Do Vitality have yet another answer?
Keep a close eye on this kickoff as well. Gentlemates have got the full repertoire. They just force it to the side. Exotic has some boost, but he's blocked by Archie. Vitality need this ball and Zen's missed it.
Weren't able to have it on that play as Oski keeps it high, then gets bumped away. Chance here as Zen with the reset. Intercepted again.
Stizzy into the middle, Zen gets the dike. There's a pass there to Exotic if Stizzy can find him, not quite there. Well defended from Gentlemates. They are not sitting passively.
Zen though on the solo play. Exotic central on target and dunk! And they do it again!
How does this one make it through? There was a bump en route. Exotic plays ping pong in the air with the Gentlemates defender, and all they can do is turn around as that ball explodes.
We've seen kickoff strats. Does it continue here? It
Oh,
will be.
nearly.
Landing at 0. How else to end this series than a Game 7 OT? I believe the 6th one we've had this series.
A series that deserves it. Overtime's all the way up as far as the eye can see. Stizzy goes high. Who's following? It's Zen, the man that Gentlemates do not want to have control of this ball.
Finds its way in the corner. It's a double commit. Zen Exotic with Archie sending it long, but not quite with enough power, and misses out on the boost as well.
Yeah, Stizzy was way too close there, getting a little bit jumpy. Team Vitality can't afford to have their third man be
Demo.
that itchy, but that's better from them. Big save from Nas, and now it's a chance for Gentlemates. Is this the moment? Archie gets past Exotic. The ball's going to bounce towards him. Stizzy has to force him wide and does.
There's a chance there for the pass central. Wasn't quite able to secure it. These blind spot challenges coming in as Archie wants to get it away once. Nas can't secure the reset either and has the ball taken away from him. Oski, how confident is he going to feel? Exotic free jumps on him, forced him to the left-hand wall. Archie, he doesn't jump until Stizzy already commits.
Zen with a catch, doesn't go over the boost, so hasn't got 100 to play with here, but has enough to do something with. Get it into the corner and gets a nudge on Archie on the way as well. Stizzy to the ceiling. Team Vitality currently with the pressure. They've got the territory. Stizzy turns this one down. It's going to bounce towards him in the end. Leaves it for Exotic. Team Vitality still have the comms up high. It's Exotic. Could be the moment, not quite.
Zen goes central with it, and somehow, impossibly, out of nowhere, the Magician strikes again, and Vitality rip victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, I need to know that as well. We've got Zen here. They were just asking how you scored that last goal. My thought was, did you think that was in? Because the angle was so tight. Did you expect that to maybe bounce out?
Comment est-ce que tu as marqué finalement ce but final? Comment est-ce que tu pensais que ça allait rentrer? Comment tu te sentais sur ce tir-là?
Honnêtement, on m'a crié open, j'ai juste tiré pour faire une passe mid, mais bon, je l'ai mis direct, donc c'est le principal. Hein.
Yeah, just my teammates just, they screamed at me like, it's open, and I just, directly shot at straight at the goal, and I ended up being inside and was like, oh yeah, that's great,
Even Zen surprises himself sometimes, okay? Now, you were putting a lot of work in out there. Are you mentally exhausted by at the end of a series like that? Because again, you put in so much work in that series.
Ouais, alors c'est vrai que tu as beaucoup donné de toi pendant cette série. Comment est-ce que tu te sens finalement un peu fatigué mentalement après une série comme ça? Est-ce que tu te sens un peu crevé? Comment tu te sens?
Là, honnêtement, j'ai très chaud. Je pense que je suis trop content. Mon cœur, il fait que de vibrer, enfin de battre, pardon. Et juste, j'aurai un staff derrière, donc je vais les écouter. Je vais apprendre à faire des trucs. On a des routines et tout, du coup, voilà. Et j'essaye d'être pour le mieux pour mes coéquipiers, quoi.
So yeah, I'm really hot right now. Here it's really warm in here, and also my heart beats really fast. But I have a staff with me, and we just be ready. I just listed to them, and just prepare for the next series. So I'm gonna be ready.
Now, looking at that series overall, you guys were behind at the beginning. That's very hard to come back from for some players. For yourself individually, how do you manage to stay calm? Because it feels like you never give up. You're always in. And you always persevere.
C'est vrai que si on regarde vraiment cette série, au début vous étiez plutôt un peu derrière au score, derrière au niveau. Et finalement, de ton côté, comment ça se passe au niveau du jeu, au niveau de la manière dont tu approches comme ça, quand vous êtes peut-être un peu en arrière pour essayer à revenir et à toujours être présent jusqu'à la victoire?
Ça fait maintenant 3 ans que je suis joueur professionnel et j'ai été World Champion. On a fait Perfect Split, etc. en 2023, donc j'ai pris énormément d'expérience. Je pense que mon expérience, je peux l'apporter à un jeune joueur comme Stizzy, ou que ce soit même Exo. Et moi j'étais très calme, mais bon, forcément, quand il y a, tu vois, 3-1, tu commences un peu à stresser. Mais au final, tu as le coach derrière qui t'aide, il te parle, il te reste actif, quoi.
You know, I've been a pro player for 3 years now. I won the World Championship. I did the perfect split, something like that. So I have this experience in me. And so I'm able to share this experience to other players and young players such as TZ. And so also, you know, we have the coach behind us talking through the series, stuff like that. So that's really it. That's the experience of the game I have and my coach that just helps me to keep calm. And of course, when you reach this 3-1 point where maybe you're like, oh, stressing a bit out, but even like that, I just take the things easy, use my experience, use my coach, and be able to just keep inside the game and just keep the focus on.
Now, you talked a bit about the stadium that we're in right now, the studio. It's really cool, but you're very far away from your opponents, and sometimes you're closer. I've seen you get up and yell and get loud. Do you like that you're further away and just with your team, or do you wish maybe you were closer so they could hear you talking?
C'est vrai que cette arène, elle est vraiment très très grande et du coup vous finissez par être assez loin des adversaires. Donc même si on te voit un peu te lever, essayer de crier. Est-ce que tu aimes ce fait d'être un peu plus loin d'eux ou est-ce que tu préférais être un peu plus proche pour avoir un peu plus...
Bah, honnêtement, je pense pas que dans la série, je me suis levé en gueulant, mais si on le dit, ok. Mais non, on essaie de rester le plus humble. Après, ouais, c'est vrai que la scène, c'est vraiment incroyable. Le fait d'être loin, après, ça change pas grand-chose, je vous avoue. Mais ouais, c'est vraiment cool ici à Copenhague. Vraiment, je kiffe.
So yeah, I don't really remember what I was doing through the series, you know. Okay. But I mean, yeah, the stage is really good, really great. I don't really think that it changed a lot to be far from the opponents, because you know we try to stay humble, to say like just into the series stuff like that. But yeah, the stage is really great. Being Copenhagen is really nice. So yeah, it's a really nice venue.
Hey, well, really nice gameplay. Zen, keep up the hard work. You're looking good out there. Hopefully in the future games you'll look the same. Let's get back to the desk for the rest of the Rocket League matches.